If you don't work, it won't work. And here's the thing. All work works. Let me say that again. Let me just write that here. Listen, as we're talking about ideas to income, I think one of the main key ingredients and aspects is knowing what you want. And knowing what you want comes from the whole idea that your idea is valid and valuable. Hear me, if you don't know what you want, somebody's going to decide what you get. And if they decide what you get, it's generally going to be what you don't want. But how do you know what you don't want if you don't know what you do want? Are you confused yet? Well, so is the person who doesn't know what they want. So is the person who does not have an idea for what it is that they want to implement, much less an idea and a vision for their future. One is this. Number one, big ideas don't appear. Write that down. Number one, big ideas don't appear. It is John Maxwell, one of the great thought leaders, John Maxwell. He said, big ideas don't appear, they evolve. Let me say that again. Big ideas don't appear, they evolve. I like to remix it. I like to put it this way. I like to re-implement it and say, big ideas don't appear, they evolve as you evolve. Say that again. Big ideas don't appear, they evolve as you evolve. Hear me, if you don't evolve, you won't be involved. You cannot remain archaic. You cannot remain static. You have to change methodologies, approaches, ideas sometimes. You have to reinvent, reimagine yourself as well as your future. Essentially, big ideas don't appear, they evolve as you evolve. Big ideas, in many cases, will expand to the capacity and the extent as to where you grow. If you don't grow, your ideas won't grow, right? The more you grow, the more that your ideas will grow as a result. Your ideas will expand to the capacity of your growth. What are you reading? What are you listening to? Who do you surround yourself with? What thoughts are you thinking? Where's the place of your mindset, the state of your mind in regard to the place of your manifestation? We have many ideas which lead to good ideas, but those good ideas lead to great ideas. Right, I've got to have an idea for my future. I got to know what it is that I want. Then I also have to expand my mind to the place of creativity, tapping into my intellectual capacity, tapping into what it is that most people will not take the time to do, and that is just to sit down, process your thoughts, and think. See, we got so many gadgets, we got so many games, we got so many TV shows that are always trying to cloud our mind. So many times we're scrolling on that social media app, inundated with all of what everybody else is doing. In many cases, we're living vicariously through other people. Keep flipping and keep on scrolling throughout your whole day, and you'll see at the end of your day, what is it that I have accomplished? Right? Taking the time to actually create ideas. You don't just get money by thinking about money and going after money. Money comes from purpose, being purpose driven, implementation, idea structure. Number two, not can I, but how can I? Yeah, not can I, but how can I? Too many times we have a self-limited philosophy and a self-limited belief of where we're so myopic. We're only just focused on the problem, but not solution oriented. You know what our problem is? Our problem is that we spend too much time problem solving and not enough time implementing. Too much time problem solving, not enough time implementing. See, problem solving oftentimes becomes reactive. Implementing is proactive. What is the idea that you have for yourself? What is the idea that you have for your future? What is the idea that you have for your family? What would you like to create as a framework for your financial stability? Not just problem solving, but I'm focused on solution implementing. I'm not problem oriented. I'm solution oriented. And when you shift your mind from just problems to solutions, now you're going to see your ideas bloom as a result, because remember that I said before, your ideas grow to the capacity that you grow. Yeah. What you build or lack thereof is solely dependent on you. What you build or lack thereof is predicated on your belief system. If you think little of yourself, you're going to do little for yourself. But if you think much of yourself, you're going to do much for yourself. If you think little of yourself, you're going to do much, you're going to do little for yourself and others. But if you think much of yourself, you're going to do much for yourself and other people as a result. What you build or a lack thereof is predicated on your belief system. What do you believe about your idea? What do you believe about your book and your business and your blueprint for success? Do you believe that you can? Do you believe that you can't? Right? Not just can I, but how can I do this? Right? How can I structure this? How can I really turn my vision into action? Right? I got to change the level of where I'm thinking to create traction for where I'm going. If I think little of myself, I'm going to do little for myself. If I think much of myself, I want to do much for myself and other people as a result. Do you see the correlation between what you're thinking and the action that you're taking? Totally dependent on your belief system, your mindset. Number three is from, write this down, from wish and wait to work. Yeah. From wish and wait to work. Many of you know the scripture. Faith without works is dead. Faith without works won't work. It is the great abolitionist Frederick Douglass who said, I accomplished more on my feet than I did on my knees. Right? Beyond me just being on my knees to pray, I got to be praying with my feet. I got to be working. If I believe that this is going to come to fruition, I got to take action. I got to do my part. I have to co-partner, co-labor, connect. There it is. To God, so that I understand that it's not solely just dependent on Him, it's also dependent on me too. Right? That's that whole aspect. Faith without works won't work. And too many times we're wishing and waiting, hoping and praying. And we're doing more wishing and waiting, hoping and praying than we are working. Right? I got to move into the place I'm taking action on what I prayed about. Right? This is a season of execution. If you believe it, do it. Prepare for what you pray for. I got to take all the excuses off the table as to why it won't work. And I have to take my idea to the next level. I have to challenge myself. I have to not just stay motivated. I have to stay determined. It's not going to just go from 0 to 100 real quick. Sometimes it's a day-by-day process. It's a month-by-month process. It's a week-by-week process. It's a year-by-year process. But I'm not just sitting back twiddling my thumbs, right? Because here's the thing. A lot of times we take that word wait. Yeah, wait becomes a wait. W-A-I-T becomes a W-E-I-G-H-T simply because we don't make any moves at all. Waiting does not mean to be idle. Waiting means to be in a place of responding with work until what I'm waiting for now comes to fruition. Between the waiting and the manifestation of what I've waited for is the implementation. Implementation is about work. If you don't work, it won't work. And here's the thing, all work works. Let me say that again. Let me just write that here. That's your bonus. That's your bonus. All work works. Yeah, I ain't got to have the best handwriting. You can understand it. For my ideas to translate into income, I have to understand all work works. It's getting me closer to my goal. When I put in the implementation, when I strategize, when I optimize, when I'm organized. Yeah, that's what it is. Big ideas just don't appear. Big ideas don't just appear. They will evolve as I evolved. If you don't evolve, you won't be involved. The most dangerous place you can be in life is not when you're walking on water, it's when you're staying in the boat. I want to challenge you to do something different. I want to challenge you to think different thoughts. I want to challenge you to have a different circle. And I want to challenge you not to live by the song by Drake, no new friends. No, I want you to have some new friends. Your friends dictate your future. I want you to have some people in your life who are already where you're trying to go. I want you to have some people who you can take constructive criticism from simply because, here it is, they've constructed something. And so it's not deemed as hate. They're giving you constructive criticism so that you can elevate. That's what it's about. It's not can I, but how can I? How can you write this book? How can you create it to be a bestseller? How can you build your business? How can you develop a strategy for new customers and clientele? Gotta have the vision, right? Because I'm not wishing and waiting, hoping and praying. I'm working while I'm praying. I'm making it happen because I understand that all work works. That's how your ideas shift into a place of income. That's how your contacts become contracts. That's how your purpose moves into a place of profitability. Because now you've tapped into your ability to think bigger than your bank account or your budget. Because if you have vision, I guarantee you will receive the provision. Listen, I want you to make sure that you join our Eagles Academy, where we're empowering you to soar into success and purpose. Yeah, we do this too. Yeah. Showing you how to shift your ideas into income, your contacts and contracts, your purpose and the profit, healing, the transformation, the restoration and the reformation, the revelation of what it is that you're going to experience all takes place in our Eagles Academy. Come on, I want you to spread your wings and soar. I guarantee if you spread your wings, you will win. I want to show you how to do that with our community of accountability partners and so much more. Go right now, www.theeaglesacademy.com. Can't wait to see your face in our digital space. Peace and love. Your ideas will become income.